I had to get a lawyer and increase my media liability insurance to bring you this story, so please stick around. CVS locations are allegedly being so overrun with customers, while pharmacists and technicians claim they are being undersupported by management, that it is causing a massive mental health crisis amongst the workers. Folks we spoke to for this story said that their workload was so incredibly crushing. From doing vaccinations to filling prescriptions to ringing up items from the front of the store, they oftentimes did not have a chance to take a break to go to the bathroom or to eat, even though there is a nationwide mandated 1:30 to 2 p.m. closure of the pharmacy. With some folks telling us they used that 30-minute break to chug an Ensure or protein drink and catch up on their prescription queue. In September of 2021, pharmacist Ashley Anderson actually collapsed on the floor of a CVS after ignoring the signs of a heart attack because she didn't want to get behind on her work. Stress on pharmacists goes wildly unreported, but in 2024, the Pharmaceutical Journal found that 70% of community pharmacists say that they are moderately or very stressed at work. The folks we talked to for this story also said that they were worried about retaliation, which is why they didn't speak out while they were a CVS employee and are only able to speak out now. They pointed us to a document CVS publishes publicly called the CVS Code of Conduct. CVS has a policy of not allowing anybody except for the corporate communication staff to speak to the news media. This goes for social media as well. Not to say that you as an employee at CVS can't, of course, use your First Amendment privilege to speak out on your social media channels if you'd like to, but most folks felt that if they spoke about conditions at CVS to the media, that would be speaking about CVS Health without authorization, and they could face consequences for that. Telling this story is not possible without the bravery of Dr. Katie Forbes, a former CVS pharmacist. She talked about the chaos of having a manager text you and be like, your queues aren't going down. Meanwhile, there's 13 people right in front of you at the desk, and there's a couple more in the drive-thru yelling at you. And that doesn't even count the phone calls. And if you miss a phone call, she says CVS expects you to respond to those within 30 minutes. Breaking into tears, she talked about trying to fill 20 freaking narcotic prescriptions, all the while trying to override drug interactions at the registers. Families coming in for vaccines, trying to verify prescriptions, trying to enter the prescriptions, and then the manager will criticize you for being the only pharmacist that took a lunch. In our Substack piece, we also talk about a CVS location in Pennsylvania where 2 different pharmacists took their own lives. And CVS's statement, where they say, out of respect for the colleagues and their families, they're not going to speculate on the factors that may have led to their deaths. Now, I'm not, and nor are any of the people in this article, blaming CVS exclusively for somebody's suicidal ideations. In fact, this story points to a much larger issue we have about the massive amount of pressure and the lack of resources that every worker is feeling these days. To read the full piece, to find resources about suicidal ideation, and to find community with other folks in the comments who are sharing their story, please find us on Substack. You can either go to the link in my bio or underthedesknews.substack.com.